Welcome back. In our last video, we talked about the overview of the 747 Omni bender. In today's video, we're gonna go through how to bend a kick 90 and how to bend a back-to-back 90 with the proper math and calculations. Now we're gonna be performing the kick 90 and the back-to-back 90. If you missed out on how to operate the bender, the 747, you can go back to our last video and check that out before continuing this video. This video will be measurements and calculations, so want to make sure that you understand the proper basics of the bender itself. So let's get into it. You've got your pendant controller. You've got your on and off switch here on the back side. We want to make sure that the bender is set up and situated in a spot that's not going to be in the way. You have this long 10-foot stick of conduit. You don't want that in the walking area. So we're gonna go ahead and unload our bender. We know we have power through our last video. Now we're gonna throw the 1-inch 90 into the bender, okay? And if you don't have enough to get it in, go ahead and unload, and then it'll go right in to the hook. And then you're gonna jog it once we get our measurement. So our measurement's gonna be 8 inches, and then 16 would be double of that. So we're gonna throw a mark right around 16 from the back side of this conduit here. 16 right here. Now we're gonna line that up with our hook, and then we're also gonna make sure that our pipe is level. So we're gonna throw a level right on the end. This can be a standard analog or a digital for this sake. And we're gonna watch that as we take this bend up, okay? Our mark is on the hook, and then we're gonna take this up to a 30-degree kick. So 32 with spring back. Now we're gonna unload, and then we're gonna swivel it out until it frees up. And this would be a kick on a 90-degree bend. So normally we would take this and we would measure off of an expansion joint or the wall, but for this sake, we're gonna do it vertically. It does the exact same thing. I'm measuring from the back of the 90 up to my next 90, which is then gonna be performed on the 747 Omni. So what I would do in the field is I would stand on this until I'm level, until I'm plumb, and then I would measure up whatever it is my distance from device to device, okay? So this is giving you a measurement that is consistent, and then we would take it up just for this sake to 60 and make a mark right there at 60, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mark that at 60, and it's still plumb, and then we're gonna put this into the bender from the way that we measured. So shoe is always gonna be facing towards the direction that we measured, and then we're gonna get it into the hook here. I need to make my mark all the way around so that when I turn this, it's gonna be visible to me, all right? And then I'm gonna put a level on that end once I get this snugged up in the hook, okay? Got it nice and snug. See how I can walk away and it's gonna stay in place. Now what I'm looking for is not this direction, we're looking for this direction, left to right, looking down from the shoe. So I'm gonna line this up and make it plumb so that when I take this shoe up the rest of the way, it'll be nice and even on both ends. So now we're gonna jog the device. Taking it up to 90, we've taken this up to 90, and there will be a spring back chart on the bender itself, which will show you the amount of spring back for EMT, for rigid, or for IMC. For EMT, it's gonna be showing for 1-inch, 97. I'm gonna take it up to about 92. This machine is overestimating on that spring back. So 92 is where we're at, right there. I'll unjog it and it should just fall right out, all right? So as you can see, it overbent, and we've got a handle here that I'm able to use. If you don't have any leverage or any ability to grab this handle, then you would grab a hand bender and you would slide it over the 1-inch. It would be an 1.25 inch hand bender that you would need for the 1-inch, but there are ways to do it with the shoe. Just get with one of your lead or foreman, all right? And we're looking at it, it needs to be plumb, so we're gonna push on it here while standing on the leg of the conduit. This is the rise, all right? Now it's plumb, we can see that. So if I wanted to match this 16-inch height on this side, I would just measure from the ground on this side and measure up and then cut it at 16. And that's how you perform a proper back-to-back 90. For more content like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.